Hi, I'm Mark at the Caravan place, and today we're going round our Rapido 9048DF 2012 on a 62 plate. We've just had this in. It's done 22,000 miles. It's on the 3-litre Fiat engine, and we've got a semi-automatic gearbox on this, so you can put it into automatic and just sail off with the wind, or you can put that manually as well, up and down the gears with the manual side of the gearbox, which again we'll show you in a little bit more detail. It's got 4 travelling seat belts. It will sleep 5, but as I say, there is only 4 travelling seat belts, so we'll have a look inside in a minute. It's a fantastic compact A-class at 6.49 metres overall, so it's not huge, but it's still plenty of room inside for a family of 4. We've got reversing camera, we've got the Road Pro self-seeking satellite, we've got solar panels, we've got the wind out awning, and we've also got self-leveling system on this one. It's a Navy self-leveling system, so it's not one of the cheaper systems. It is a fantastic self-leveling system that's on it. We've got the external locker, so at the front we've got our gas storage. So we've got room for 2 gas bottles in there. It has at some point had the gas flow system. If you were wanting to put that back on, it would just need connecting back in, but at the moment it's just running on 2 Gas propanes. We've got the hand wheel on those, so you've not got to have a spanner. Inside there's a little shut off to put the gas on and off from actually inside of the motorhome, so it's literally outside here, just turn your gas bottles on, and we've got a little switch inside for those. The storage on this is absolutely brilliant. So the storage on this is absolutely brilliant. We've got our side lockers. Now these underneath lockers will go right underneath from the other side. We've got bins either side to keep anything in that we need. We've got all of our bits and bobs electrical cables in here. I'll just kind of open up the other side, and so you can see what it looks like all the way through. Hello! So we've got storage right the way underneath of the floor system. We have got the Navy self-leveling system in the middle there, so we do need to just be a little bit careful if we're putting things through, but you can still get a huge amount of storage, pretty much just over halfway for deck chairs and what have you. So yeah, on this side we can get all the way through, so if we've got windbreaks and what have you that we want to put through, and they're long ones, these will go straight through without having to put anything inside. On this side we've also got another little storage bin, which is just over a metre and a half, I'd say. So again, similar to the one that is the other side, plenty storage for all your bits and pieces. So we've also got the little plate here that gives us all of our measurements. So we're 6.49 metres in length by 2.35 metres in width. I don't think we've got a height there, have we? We're 3.7 tonne, so 3,700 kilos absolute maximum. So if you are on a 3.5 tonne licence, you are going to need to take an extra test for this. Our main 230 volt plug-in for our hookup is in this top one here. We've then got our Truma vent, and if we need to do any work on the boiler or give it any cleaning out or whatever, or any of the sinks, we've got access here, and we can actually get to all of our water pipes for the sink. We can get to the plumbing on our other sinks. So again, a great little locker there to be able to just get access. On the rear we've got the bike rack and our reversing camera. And again, then coming round to the other side here, we've got our cassette toilet. So Thetford cassette toilet, this just pops straight out. We have also then got our water. So our water point. Got our fridge vents, top and bottom, and then we've also got a little storage locker that just goes underneath of our front seat. So the external storage on this is absolutely phenomenal. This is straight underneath of the front seat inside, giving us plenty of access from outside. Again, all of these storage lockers are connected to the alarm system that's fitted onto this. So if anyone were to open any of the storage lockers, the alarm will sound, which is a great feature. And again, just at the front then, we've got our diesel fill. So when you come to fill that up, that's where it's going to be. Again, on these lockers, it's just literally turn the key and push them straight in. We've got the alloy wheels. This is fitted with all Michelin tyres. They're fairly new, 2016, all the tyres, and in excellent condition. There's no issues with any of the tyres. And again, I always say that the tyres say an awful lot about the previous owner, which the previous owner of this motorhome was absolutely meticulous. Something that we don't see a huge amount on the motorhomes is the Mayve self-leveling system, and I'm just going to show you what that does. So we've got our main panel here, so we turn the, does that come on? Yeah. So we turn the main power on, we get our little green light. To actually put our leveling down, we just literally press our down button. We can also do it manually, so if we wanted to empty the waste water tank on this, we can literally press our manual button, raise the front up and get it right up, so all of the wastewater in the wastewater tank in the grey tank comes towards the back, and that will just empty it out a lot easier. But for normal use, literally just press our down button and you'll see underneath our front levelers go down first, they'll raise up, and then the rear levelers will go down, and then it will just level itself completely. Some of the A-class motorhomes that you'll go into, you'll get a little bit of movement as you're walking around inside them. The legs that they normally give more of a Caravan type leg, they're not fantastic. So this Mayve self-leveling system literally takes any movement out at all. The previous owner was saying to me that once you've got it level, you can actually tweak it also. So if you want the shower tray, if you're finding that you're on a site and it is level but the shower tray isn't quite emptying fully, you can just angle the motorhome slightly so all the water will drain out of that shower. We get a little beep there just to say that the motorhome is completely level now, so that is pretty much perfectly level. But you may, as I say, just want to adjust it slightly just to help with the drain off in the shower, or if it's the main sink and you want to just help the little drain off with that, you can go in and press the little manual button on the Mayve system, and we literally just press the hand, and then we can either just raise the front slightly, we can raise the left slightly, raise the right slightly, or raise the rear slightly. So again, you can fine tune that to exactly what you want, but for 99% of the time, literally just press your down button and that is going to do everything that you're ever going to need. We've got our folding step just on the outside, and again, I've got the button just as we walk inside, and that puts our step straight out. Coming into the vehicle, we've got our fly screen on the door, and then just above the door is our main control panel for our electrics on and off. We literally just put our system on, we'll get our display then telling us time, our battery levels, etc. We can then put our main 12 volt on and off, our music system on. We've then got our lights, our tap, and to turn our gas on and off in this, we literally have to turn our gas on and we'll get a little green light, and that will allow the gas then to come through. So if you're inside of the vehicle and you're trying to get gas through and it's not happening, our little switch there, that will operate our gas straight through. We've then got two 30 volt sockets, 12 volt sockets. We've got the extractor. The previous owner had little covers made for both sinks and the hob. Again, we've got our 3 burner. We've got a little oven just towards the back. Again, we've got huge amounts of storage all the way through. Look at that. So the amount of storage within this motorhome is huge. Really good. Again, we've got a fantastic washroom. Let me just put the lights on in here. Just put the lights on above there, and that one. There we go. Is that all everything on? Oh, there we go. So again, cracking separate shower and toilet. Nice little wash hand basin. And again, electric flush on the toilet. We've got our big fridge freezer. So it's not the little slimline fridge freezers that you're starting to see now. It's a big proper full size fridge freezer unit in this one. So if you're thinking about going and travelling through Europe or even England for that matter, no problems whatsoever. Again, huge amounts of storage. If you wanted to put a microwave, there's plenty of room to put a microwave in there. We're fitted with all the cream leather interior. Let's just get some lights on in here. Again, we've got speakers in the back here. We've got the self-seeking satellite unit here. Again, we literally just turn that on and that will then select what we're going for. We'll get a flashing light just to say that that has found our satellite, and once that's found the satellite, we can literally just turn that back off then, and that is set up running. As you plug into the aerial system, then that will just literally run straight off the satellite that it's found on there. Again, if you're going abroad, you have got different satellites on there that you can go to, but obviously for the UK, we've got our main Astra 2 satellite that you'd use. And again, we just get a flashing light there just to say that that's actually found our satellite and we're locked on. The kitchen, we actually get 2 sink units in this. So we've got a main sink unit and then another little prep sink unit. So plenty of workspace, chopping boards. That's a real great if you're doing barbecues and what have you. It's not a huge sink to be washing everything up afterwards, so you've got a sort of a drainer sink and a proper sink. The little chopping board, as I say, in there. We've got plenty of storage around the kitchen area, our high lockers. We've got the little side locker again around there. We've got a little drawer that pulls out here, and we've got our gas taps just underneath. Real handy little drawer, and again, really good sized lockers. Again, our heating, nice big cutlery tray. Our heating on this is with Truma Combi. That works on gas and electric. You've got your blown air heating, your hot water. So fantastic. So got our 2 travelling seats for the rear at the back here. You can see our you can see our seat belts and our anchor points. For the other passenger, we just literally remove the cushion, slide this one back, and we're ready to rock and roll. Again, this makes into a double bed at the bottom here. On the opposite side, we've got another single bed to sleep the 5th person, and then our main bed. Our front seats fold down flat. Little seat belt clip. And we've got our main bed just here. We've got the ladder as well. And again, the beauty of this layout is that we can make up the double bed on the side. The top double bed drops down, and also the single bed, but we've still got a nice walkway where everyone can actually still use the toilet in the night, or if you wanted to get up early, we can still go out and about without having to climb over each other with different layouts. And again, the amount of room up in here, we've even got our little lights just up here. A lot of the drop down beds like this, a lot of the drop down beds, they can feel a little bit claustrophobic, but as you can see in that one there, we've got huge amounts of space. We've got the little privacy curtains that come round, so a really good 4x5 berth motorhome, which is in absolutely immaculate condition all the way through. Got the removable carpets. We've got access to the water pump in the floor here, so all of our main water pump. Our drain is just here, so nice easy access. Put the top bunk bed up. We must always make sure that we've turned our lights off. And again, the actual mattress on this is really clean and tidy. It's not been, no stains, no marks or anything like that. It's been really cherished, this motorhome. And again, we just literally fold straight back up, click in, and we're done. To put our seats back up, we literally just hold, sit, and put those back into the position that we want. To swivel our seats, again, both literally swivel round, and again we've got the fold out table. So it's an absolutely brilliant motorhome layout, whether it's for family, just a couple of you. If you're thinking of it, it's going to be just 2 of you and take the grandkids away now and again, take friends away. It's a really good layout. And again, we're on the Fiat 3 litre, and we've got the semi-automatic gearbox, so we can use it as a manual gearbox, and we've got the option of the automatic also. Now, to start the gearbox on this, we literally just go through our normal routine. If we've not taken our legs on the self-leveling up, as soon as we put our keys in, the ignition, if we've forgotten to take the legs up, as soon as we start that ignition, the self-leveling will come straight up. So you're never going to get into a situation where you're going to come to pull away and your wheels are just going to be spinning. As soon as we turn that ignition on, the self-leveling will come up. Once the beeping stops, that's it, the self-leveling is all back up into position. And then to actually go to start, we have to put the control dial up into neutral, or the control knob up into neutral. On the dashboard, we actually get a little indicator here saying that what we're in. So we're in auto and we're in neutral at the moment. pop our foot on the brake and just start up as normal. To actually drive the vehicle then, we come down, it will automatically come across, we pop it across just to select manual or automatic, and on the dashboard it will then go, we've gone into automatic 1. If we go across again, we'll just go into 1, and then we can just go up and down the gears as we drive. If we wanted to select reverse, we'd just literally come across and straight down, and again on the dashboard we get the R for the reverse. We'll also get the reversing camera just to show us anything that's behind us. And again, on these, a lot of people mistakenly put it back into neutral when we come to stop the vehicle. We're actually better leaving it in automatic 1 and then stop the vehicle. The reason being is that that will actually engage your gear and act as a handbrake. We have got the manual handbrake as well, but if you would have forgotten to put the handbrake on and you put it into neutral and stopped, there's a chance that the vehicle could roll away with you. Now if I just go back through that and show you that process of actually stop it in neutral, you'll see that we'll get warning lights, and also we'll also then have an issue when we come to put our self-leveling down. If we haven't stopped the vehicle in the automatic and manual setting, we'll have an issue actually putting the self-leveling system back down, and it's going to cause problems. So it's a little bit of a strange one where leave it in gear and turn it off instead of going back to neutral, but that is the correct way to do it. When we come to start it, put our ignition back on. We're in auto 1, so we want to go up, over and into neutral, and we can then start the vehicle. Now as I was saying, if we then actually come to stop the vehicle and we've gone back into neutral, we'll now get a warning light and a flashing of neutral. Now what that actually meant, I'll just do that again so that you can see that. So on the dashboard now, as I stop the vehicle in neutral, we'll get our warning light neutral flashing up, and as I say, the reason for that is that the actual vehicle could roll away. If we hadn't got the handbrake on and we'd parked up, put it into neutral, there is a good chance that the vehicle can roll away. So that's the reason that when we actually come to park this, we always want to go into gear, leave it into gear, and as we stop it now, you'll notice that we don't get any warning lights. So that's the actual correct way to stop this gearbox. Remove the keys, and then you can go about your business. And the self-leveling system, I believe there's about a 2-minute delay on the key being taken out before the self-leveling will operate. But if you keep the vehicle in gear, basically in either automatic or manual selection, turn the vehicle off, you'll get no warning lights, and then after a minute or so we can operate the self-leveling system. If we've turned it off in neutral, we'll get the warning light, and you're going to get an issue with the self-leveling because the gearbox, because when we turn it on, it basically tells the self-leveling to come up. So by leaving it in neutral, the self-leveling system believes that it needs to stay in the up position because we're ready to go. So it's just going to stop any issues arising and causing you any problems in the future. So always leave it in gear, and that is then just like an automatic vehicle, it's in gear, so even if you forgot to put the handbrake on, we're not going to go anywhere. Self-leveling system now will work perfectly fine. It will go up and down as we need. Again, as you noticed when we first come to start the vehicle, if you've put the self-leveling down, left it down, as soon as you start that vehicle, it's going to release the self-leveling, sound a warner, and you're not going to be able to cause any damage to the self-leveling system. While we're in the cab here, we've also got our cruise control on the dash here. We've got air conditioning. I'll just start it up and pop that on. It's quite a warm day today again. Again, when we come to start it, we must go back into neutral then to start. We pop our air conditioning on and go on to cold, turn that on. We can put our air conditioning on. We can then set our different settings, and we've got either pull the air from outside or recirculate the air. They don't seem to be coming on. The opposite, oh yeah. We've got the Pioneer CD head unit, which again we've got auxiliary input, we've got a USB input, there's different modes, different settings on there. You can put a DVD onto this also, so if you're travelling and you want to put DVD on, just need to check whether the DVD will run while it's in gear. Majority of the DVD players won't actually run when you're travelling and you're in gear, but when you're parked up, you should be able to put that on and actually run the DVD player. So again, if you've got children and you've parked up and you're waiting for the ferry, or you're waiting to get onto site, pop a DVD in, and again it's a little bit of entertainment. So the whole cab, we've got the little blinds that will come around. That's the same all the way around the front. These are a little bit tricky. You do have to just be a little bit gentle getting these back in. So again, they just pop back in. You just have to sort of feed those in by hand. Again, the big front ones, they'll both meet, and they've got a magnetic catch on there. And again, it's just trying to peel all these back in. Just getting the knack to actually putting those back in nicely. You've got the sun visors, passenger and drivers. Hopefully you've enjoyed our little tour around the Rapido 9048DF 2012 on the 62 plate. As I say, it's only done 22,000 miles, really good service history. It's on the 3 litre, so it's on the better engine, and again having that automatic manual gearbox is a real benefit. You've got the solar panel, you've got the self-seeking satellite, self-leveling, that is absolutely fantastic. Again, you can take the wheel straight off the ground with that self-leveling system, so if you ever needed to repair a tyre or anything like that, you can actually just use that without having to get a jack or anything like that. So yeah, all in all, it's an absolutely cracking motorhome. Unfortunately, this is 3,700, as I say, which on my licence I can only go up to 3.5 tonne, 3,500 kilograms, so it puts me out. Otherwise, I think there's a good chance we'd be off and away in this. But so yeah, if you've got a test, or you passed your test after 1997, you're probably going to need to take another test to be able to drive this. Anybody that passed their test before 97, you're fine, you're lucky, you can just jump in this and drive it without any problems. It is the A class, and it does feel a real nice spacious cabin there, but actually when you are driving it, I've driven it just around where we picked it up from, and also around our car park and what have you here. It doesn't feel big, it doesn't feel huge at all, so it's a real nice driving position. So hopefully within the next week or so we'll get this all cleaned up fully, get it on sale, and keep an eye out on our website and you'll spot it on there. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.